So this is again about the moon in the second house. This is a birth chart. What happens when moon comes in the second house of your birth chart? Again, I will tell. This is the second house, and the moon is supposed to be sitting here. Second house is the house of your accumulated wealth. It is the house of your immediate family after you're born. It is the house of your those assets which may be buildings, land, property, jewelry, diamonds, whatever you can count, seen through this house. That's number two house. This house is also used to look into the quality of your food you eat, what kind of food you like. Okay. And also, this house tells about your voice, your vocal cords. When did you started speaking? If this person sings good or not, what kind of voices the person is having, and other different things about the second house. Now, what happens is when the moon comes in the second house, this is really not a good placement for the second house. Why? Because moon is a fluctuating planet. In this house, or even it could be in any house, the moon in 1 month, the 15 days the moon becomes small, and other 15 days moon start becoming bigger. So waxes and wanes, waxes and wanes. In that case, it becomes more fluctuating. And when it is the second house, then more fluctuation in the second house means more fluctuation in the wealth. One time you have a lot of wealth, other time you just lost it. You just invested in some place where you now are not able to take it out. So you have to wait for that money until you have a right dasha. So that's what happens when the moon comes here. Now, in this kind of person, they usually are not able to control their spendings. They just want to live lavish. These people are usually born in the good, wealthy families where they are grown up and they want to spend a lot of money. Especially if we have a sign of Leo or Gemini, because Gemini is all about curiosity, information. They will be curious about the things and they start spending the money to fulfill their curiosity in the Gemini sign. And if there's a Leo sign, then as I told you before, that Leo is a sign of authority, power, style, your own different style. So they will try to get their the best thing out of, like a king, and for that they'll spend a lot. Okay. In this case, in this house, when the moon is there, the mother of the person is very, very much stick to the home values. She will be like teaching him all the time about the home values, what the values of our house, our religion. Okay. She'll be very much traditional, and she'll follow the all those rules and regulations of the family, so that her kids can carry on that same tradition to their kids also. Okay. Now these people, as I told you, are very much emotional. A lot of singers are seen from this place also because of the moon placement. Moon gives a good voice, therefore they like to love to sing. Then from this house, moon is aspecting on the 8th house. 8th house is the house of secrets, occult science. So these people like to have an interest in the occult sciences like astrology, other mystical subjects like tantra, voodoo, spells, tarot, or it could be any other mystical subject. They'll be interested in doing it. At the same time, this is spouse, the seventh house, and the eighth house is the growth of the spouse's family, or you can say that spouse's family. So the moon is looking at the spouse family. So this person will be very much involved with the in-laws also, and also it is sitting in the assets house. So this person may be more liking to invest money with the in-laws to make his assets. Okay, his in-laws will help him out to build up his assets. Okay. There's different more combinations for that too, but this is like one of those points I'm telling you. Now, if you look from the okay, this also eighth house is the house of secrets, so spouse's family secrets. The spouse of the person will be more secretive. Okay, let me explain this way then. This was the Lagna Kundli, and I make another small Kundli here. I put moon in the Lagna now. Just watch what I'm doing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Now what I did here is, this was the Lagna, and Lagna is this here, where the moon is sitting. But the only difference is, this is called Chandra Kundli, because I rotated the houses and brought the moon as a Lagna. So this is a moon Lagna Kundi now. I hope you understand this. Moon is in the second house in the real birth chart, and this is the Lagna, which is Gemini sign here. But when I turn the moon clockwise and I brought that thing in here, that sign now shifted to this side. That Cancer sign is now in the first house, and this will be Chandra Kundli of the person. Now in the Chandra Kundli, the moon is aspecting now 7th house. Look at that. From here also it was aspecting the Capricorn sign. Here it is also aspecting the Capricorn sign. But the only difference is, this was the 8th house, this is the 7th house of the spouse. So the secrecy of the Capricorn sign is reflecting in the 7th house of the spouse. That means this person's spouse or wife or husband is very, very secretive. He or she will be surprised all their married life about the spouse that, hey, I didn't know about this thing about you. How come it be like that? I mean, they have so many secrets which their partner doesn't know, and they get revealed time to time, slowly, slowly. So this was one of the points which I was trying to explain to you about the placement of the moon. Now, moon here creates a problem in the wealth. It is not a good placement usually, unless if it is placed in a Taurus sign, that which is the exalted sign, okay, or own sign of Cancer. Then it is good. Otherwise not. Otherwise they have different results according to the signs placement of the moon. In the young age, these people have too many fluctuations in the financial matters, but as they start growing old, like in their 35 to 38 years of age, probably around that time, the chart also become mature with that, and those fluctuations become less. Okay, so that way the person gets more settled in the life, and this what happens is it. And what else we should say about the second house is, let me tell you a little more thing about the second house. In the second house, okay, these people also have, I told you, I guess, In the Lagna, if it is present, it is beautiful face. If in the second house, they have a beautiful neck and a little shoulder area. Okay, and they have a round or oval face. So this was about the moon, the second house. Usually we discuss about the money matters or assets in the second house. That's what we have discussed. That's the main thing. And also the quality of the food, what kind of food we like. Okay, because if the moon is here in the Cancer sign, just to give you an example, the person will be like to having more liquid forms, because Cancer sign is a significator of water, is a watery sign, and moon is also sitting in there. If there is a good aspect on that too, then the person will be like to having drink a lot of water. He will like to have different juices, milk, what, that kind of foods, liquid forms. That person will love to do that in or love to add that item, that kind of food in their everyday main course menu. So this was all about the moon, the second house, and in the next lecture I'll be delivering about the moon, the third house also.